Welcome to the Fandom Foundry show called The Best Thing This Week. I'm Todd Oxtra, and I'm here joined by Destiny to talk to Clint Coombs from Spreading the Nerd about our best things this week. And we are ending the week with July 5th. We have celebrated our Independence Day with a wedding of the century, a green reflection pool, and Lee Greenwood probably running around singing God Bless the USA in every state in a 24-hour period. Clint, how are you doing?
I'm doing well. Like you had mentioned, or we were talking before the show. I am just happy that the heat wave in my area is over. It's currently 82 out, and it feels like that's like I have AC on. So I am very happy that the heat is over for now.
I kind of, in my way, I always feel like, the older you get, the more important weather becomes, because it seems like it's
true.
the top of the news for everybody. And it's like, we're the people that probably deal with weather the least, because like youngings, they go out and play and we like, okay. But you know what? I'm going to also annoy you because I'm going to say it's not the heat, it's the humidity.
No, I'm the same way.
Yeah.
I can't stand the humidity. I hate it.
I want to have powers of weather control. I mean, really. Storm, the weather wizard, the weather dominator from G.I. Joe and Cobra. Give it to me,
That
man.
should be my new superpower that I always want. I always pick like flying or invisibility, but should be power over the weather now that I'm older.
It's always no warmer than 69 degrees. 0%
I'm
humidity.
there
That's like
for
my
it.
power.
I
It's
am
like
there
an
for it.
aura around me. It's just that's it. It's a selfish superpower.
Oh, so good. You can go out and hike and fish or just do whatever and not like die of sweating.
Exactly. Even
I'm all
when it's
for
cold, it's always 69. So it's like you don't even have to worry about dressing really warmly. Always one wardrobe all year round. You're like,
I
what is
love it. I
going on
love
with
it.
Todd? Wasn't that Avengers movie with Sean Connery and Ray Fiennes? Wasn't like the plot of the villain was
Oh,
like the weather
yes, it
control?
was. That's right. I had
See, there we
forgotten about
go.
that one. That's right.
Wonder why everybody forgot about that Avengers movie.
That's right.
It
I
probably
did
doesn't come up
forget
on your
about that one.
search anymore. The SEO for that Avengers movie. Really weird movie though. I mean, Sean Connery and like what was he wearing, a teddy bear costume or something in a way?
It was a little out there.
It's British though, but what are we gonna say?
Yeah,
But Uma Thurman?
it's it's
What can I
it's
say?
forgivable.
Magnifique. Oh well, let's get into this, Clint. So Clint is part of Spring the Nerd, and they do a great job covering a lot of video games, the nerdy news, and things like that. But one thing I want to cover is what we're excited about, what made us excited last week, which made our existence worthwhile, considering all the crazy stuff that's going on and the things we love. What made you really happy in your world last week that you kind of didn't expect?
Usually I try to find like a really good like nature news story or something about ocean pollution or something. But you know what? I was super happy last week to find out that Onimusha Way of the Sword got pushed up to September 4th. And isn't in that block of releasing 20 games between the 25th and the 29th. So I'm super happy about that. Gives me
Isn't
some
it
time to
crazy?
play
Because
it.
it was rumored, wasn't happening. But I tell you, Clint,
Yep.
know who got it right? Gamefly, because it was always it
Was it
was
really?
September 4th. It never moved. It was like September 25th, and then it moved
Interesting.
up, and they never stopped. So Gamefly,
Interesting.
you the
So
real
GameFly is
MVP,
where to
Gamefly.
go to see when the actual release dates are then.
Exactly. Except for the other games where sometimes like they have no release date because like physical games are like, oh, maybe it'll happen. Who knows?
We'll
These
see.
days, you never know.
You never know.
I love that. I haven't even touched it because I'm such an old school Onimusha fan. But the
Same.
problem is I haven't touched an Onimusha in like decades. I
Yep.
didn't play the remaster or whatever it was, the remake, whatever that was out. That was not very good.
Yeah.
And I have not played the demo yet. So I'm kind of almost like, am I just being silly by not seeing if it's good?
I don't think so. I mean, like you said, you haven't played it for a while. I personally hadn't played it a while. I've played like the PS2, PS3 games and stuff like that. And
Was there a PS3 game? I always thought it was just PS2.
Now that I say that, I could be wrong, but I thought there was one on the PS3. But I could be wrong. It could just be PlayStation 2. But I played the heck out of those, and so I'm, like I said, I was super excited for this one. I did play the demo, and it took a little bit of getting used to. There's several difficulties, so if you're starting to get back into it, it doesn't feel so overpowering, so to speak. So, but yeah, definitely try out the demo. It's a solid demo.
So here we go. So I have these are the games. Onimusha Warlords, that was on PS2 and Xbox. Onimusha 2 Samurai's Destiny, PS2. Onimusha 3 Demon's Siege, PS2 and PC. And then Onimusha Dawn of Dreams, PS2. So
it was all PS2.
Talk about a long delayed entry.
It's been a while.
And that's the era of like Resident Evil that didn't get all of the love and attention, right? That was like before we got RE4, which got the new control scheme, because really Onimusha was based off of RE and its franchise. So so based on that, would you say it's been brought up to speed like Resident Evil has?
Definitely, yeah, because you can play. They have like the first one and second one as just kind of re-release on the PlayStation and Xbox and PC, I think, and it's just basically a straight port. It's got some higher resolutions that you can do, but other than that, it doesn't age very well because of the controls.
Yeah,
but
it's that this tank. It's because it's tank controls, right?
Or did they the first one especially is very actually like tank almost. Yeah, not as bad as Resident Evil, but it's there. But this one is like a complete. It's completely overhauled. It feels like a third person action game. Fighting game, so to speak. Not fighting, but fighting with swords type of thing.
That makes me feel good, because I was worried they were going to turn into like a Souls-like or a Neo or something like that, which I'm like, we don't need more of those.
Yeah, I think it's I mean, it kind of is, just because you're absorbing the souls and stuff like that, but the action in itself is definitely more action oriented and not like a Souls. Like I said, there are difficulties, so it's not like a straight difficulty, like if you can't beat this boss, oh well, too bad type of deal. It does have several difficulties, so you can get through it.
It's kind of like that era where it was like Ninja Theory was really difficult, but it wasn't like a Souls, like wasn't a rogue, like it was just a difficult game. Hard, but not it wasn't trying to be difficult for crazy reasons or things. It was just hey,
it wasn't trying to punish you too much.
it made you feel good, and I felt like a lot of games, I feel like that's a trend, but I feel good because we've got like Onimusha that is kind of sticking to its roots, but being improved. It's the Capcom way, right? They revisit games, and maybe we'll get proper remakes. But one of the problems with Onimusha has been they use real people's images in these games.
Yeah, especially
actors
the
and things.
Third one, which the third one was.
Oh god, Jean Reno, right?
Jean Reno in it. So who knows if they have the rights to even remake that one? But that one was great.
Oh, they always had such good cinematics too. I mean, I remember seeing those. I'm like, they made me feel so excited. And I always felt like with Capcom, PS2 was an amazing era for Capcom, because Devil May Cry, Onimusha, they were just going whole hog on all these cool new things. Like it was even like Beautiful Joe was a thing. That was a thing that I feel like with Clover Systems or whatever they were called at the time. Platinum, I think, was under. They were doing games with them too. Maybe, I don't know. Am I wrong?
Good times. No, I think you're right.
Yeah,
good times. Sure. Especially Devil May Cry and stuff. That, man, they were just so good. I mean, they're just on fire still.
And it's the right move, because yes, it's going up against Blood of the Dawnwalker, but I will say this: it's better to go against one game that is a little bit different. Blood of the Dawnwalker is going to be a big RPG Witcher style, and this is more of an action combat game with a little bit of RPG mechanics. So I think they can live together. And Blood Dawnwalker is only coming out. It's not. I don't believe it's coming out on Switch 2. So
I don't think so either.
Yeah, because Onimusha is coming to Switch 2, and there's a demo. Apparently, heard it's very good there too. So
nice. Yeah, Capcom have been doing really well on the Switch 2 with the ports. They for the Switch 2, they look phenomenal.
And I appreciate that, because it means that you don't have to own like back in the day, if you owned a Nintendo system, you also needed to own a 360 or something because
Yep.
was it the Wii 60 era? Because you couldn't play those
Yes. Yeah.
high-end
Yep.
HD games, right?
You had the Wii and something else, either the Xbox or the PlayStation.
Yeah, and because the 360 was pretty cheap, you could do for the two and not feel like you broke the bank. You could essentially get like was it a 360 arcade console for 200,
Yeah.
a Wii for like 200, 250. So like
Those
for
were the
$450, you got
days.
two systems.
The good old days.
Yeah, I can't complain. But what I can complain about is my monitor because it just went completely black. So
Nice.
I'll talk about my new monitor, but sometimes it's a little quirky. But we're back. We're good to go. So for my little piece of heaven in a new news thing that I was not expecting, it's a series I love. I highly recommend it to this person sitting across from me because he will love this as well, and that is um, In Search of Darkness. They did an amazing series of it's a documentary series that they did based on like 80s horror films. Now they're going back and doing the 70s. So this is going to be a
Awesome.
really cool look at these amazing horror films, and they're going to have great interviews with some of the creators, writers, stars, and also people that enjoy the genre, even like fans that are happen to be like very effusive about this series. I really love these guys. I interviewed the people that did the video game
The video's
series
a
that they
little
did,
loud.
FBS.
Is it my video? Oh no, it's here.
It
Never mind.
it was
You're good. You're
Terabytes
good.
was the one series that they did through this Creator VC. It's amazing. They do physical copies, but you can also get digital,
So
which is
cool.
great. It's also DRM free. So I own the files. So I don't have to worry about it. I own them. They're
That's
not going to
cool.
disappear off a server. But you can also get a DVD or a Blu-ray or whatever it's gone. I would say don't get DVDs, folks. Get Blu-rays, please.
Yeah.
Don't hurt the genre. Get Blu-rays,
Yeah.
please. If you
God.
can.
Yeah. Please. I don't need that disappearing now too.
But I mean, I just love hearing
This looks
stories
awesome,
about how
though.
these movies were made, the tech used, the storylines, the creators, and kind of like they typically do it by like a genre. So they'll do like, oh, it's vampires or undead or
Right.
something like that, and it's multiple parts. It's not just one movie. It's actually a documentary. So and something about the 70s specifically, Clint, you know this, from the early 70s to the late 70s, it was so many different styles and creators and
Oh,
what they could get
so
away
good.
from.
Yeah.
I mean, so I'm
Everything
very
was,
excited
like,
about
different.
this. You can pre-order it. It's shipping July 2027. So a long time away, but I mean, I would say check out I mean, The Wicker Man, what a classic. But I mean, basically, you can sign up now. It's $87 for the Blu-ray plus a book.
It comes with a book,
Shipping
though. That's
now.
cool.
Comes with all
Ooh,
this
and it
cool
looks like a
stuff.
cool sleeve too.
Yeah, exactly. And then you can go down, you can get this one with like a
Ooh.
t-shirt, things like that. And they always like include like your name in the credits and things like this. So
That's
if you
cool.
do like these type of things, it's well worth it.
That's cool.
And it's also physical, folks. So all those people complaining about not having a physical, here you go. It's going to cost you though, but that's okay. Support media. So there
That's
we
right.
go. This is Creator VC. They've done some amazing projects, and this is available now to pre-order. And they will run out of physical copies, but you can just get the digital download for $50 if you want it. The only thing you're missing is all of the cool physical elements, but $50 is probably more reasonable for if some people than 80 or 120. So that is what I was not expecting. I will be talking about Halloween and stuff probably starting in September because I love it.
Yeah.
So, and I'm assuming Clint, are you in for talking about horror films in October with me?
Always. I'm on. Yeah, you know me. And what a year. Yeah, we've had such a year for horror stuff. I'm just like over the moon right now. So good.
Perfect. Cannot wait. Well, things we actually did and expected include food. So for yourself, you're a foodie. You love good food. I don't know if you really make a lot of food other than just eat a lot of food.
I do make a lot actually when I can. I've been pretty busy lately, but when I can, I do love cooking. So,
good. Because I know you talk about the restaurants you go to, the food you love. So I never know, like I do a little cooking. My wife does a little cooking, but we love foodies eating at restaurants. So out there in the great Northeast, what are you doing when you do like your holiday eating? Are you doing just like eating 85 hot dogs with Joey Chestnut? What are you doing?
No. So like some of the holiday food, at least a holiday dessert that I've talked about a couple times, and some people don't realize. I didn't realize it's more of a New England thing, but
Okay.
whoopie pies. I don't know.
Oh
Do you
yeah,
have
whoopie
pies
pies.
out
Yeah, they're
there?
like
Yeah,
cookies with soft cake like cookies
like a
with
soft like
frosting or
chocolate cake with frosting in the
yeah,
middle. Yeah, yeah.
yeah. My
A
wife
lot of
loves
people,
whoopie
I guess
pies.
it's more southern that don't know about it, but yeah, whoopie pies are a staple around here, for desserts,
Not
that
whipped
type of
cream
thing.
though. It's just full on
No,
frosting,
it's
right?
like an icing. But if you really want the good ones, you get the um you make the frosting with like powdered sugars, not
Oh
granulated, so it
yeah,
comes out even
yeah.
smoother. But yeah, that's good stuff. Granulated, it gets a little bit almost too sweet, but yeah, powdered's the way to go for sure.
I mean,
Oh
my
yeah,
wife. I mean,
yeah,
you typically get what like a red velvet. You can do
yep.
chocolate with vanilla in the middle. Um, I like a good like whipped cream frosting, so it's not
Yep.
going to actually have enough. Like, it's not going to be able to resist those big cookies or things. But yeah, I mean,
Right,
it's
right.
more. It's not even like a cookie in some places. It's almost like a muffin, or
Yeah,
not a
it's more
muffin, a
like a
cupcake.
soft, yeah, like a soft
Yeah,
cake. Yeah, yep,
yeah,
yep,
yeah,
for sure.
definitely.
Yeah, good stuff. Good stuff. And then
Interesting.
of
And
course,
then you
you
get,
get
if you want
your
to get adventurous,
lobster
because
rolls
it's
and all
summer
that good
season, you can
stuff.
do like a ice cream cake or
Yep.
ice cream sandwich.
Yep.
Love those too. Love
Mm-hmm.
it.
Mm-hmm. Always good.
Um,
Always good.
so did you buy them or did you make them?
So my mom has a recipe that's in, not to like is you always say your parents have the best recipe or whatever. My mom's recipe for whoopie pies is like the best. It's hard getting whoopie pies anywhere else because they're just so good. So we usually use my mom's recipe, and it's kind of like been passed down through the family. So it's kind of like our secret whoopie pie recipe.
Oh, I've got a molasses cookie recipe that is a family secret that
Ooh,
I've been passed down to me because I
nice.
loved it so much. So I
Nice.
get it
I
now.
love
Yeah.
those.
And
I love like those recipes that are just like, over the years the family adds their own,
oh yeah,
mix to it, and it's their own. I love that stuff.
we have a dip called sombrero dip, and it's the worst name in the world, but it's the dip of choice for my family. It's delicious. It is not even a dip because you can't even put like a chip through it. It's so thick, but it is delicious. You just have to put a spoon on it and you just go to town. So what is your choice of whoopie pie? Because you can do many things, but what is your
It can be
preference?
many things. Chocolate's a good go-to. I do like red velvet, and I don't care what anybody says. Red velvet does taste different than
Because
chocolate
it's what
to
makes it
me.
different. It's because is it sour cream
I
that
can't
you add to
remember
the thing?
exactly.
Because it's chocolate cake with red
It's
food
yeah,
coloring, but I think it's
yeah.
sour cream. Like, you actually put sour cream into it, give it like almost like a zing or
Yeah.
that bite.
Yeah, I think you could be right, but they definitely taste different. But around here, yeah, we get all kinds of different ones. We get peanut butter ones, we get maple ones.
Ooh,
Maple, I love the maple ones. Um, yeah, just like cookie batter ones. You name it, they've got it. We actually have like full on stores of that, just like bakeries, but they just do whoopie pies. So it's kind of like our cupcakes up here. It's whoopie pies.
I love that. I see like a chocolate pumpkin. I see a
Hmm.
pumpkin whoopie pie,
Yeah,
chocolate peanut
come fall
butter.
time, it's pumpkin spice and all the fall flavors,
Gingerbread,
cranberry
whoopie
orange.
pie.
Yeah.
So there's one for every season, essentially, at
Oh
this
yeah,
point.
yeah, for
You could
sure.
probably do a key
Yep.
lime one.
Yeah,
That'd be good.
I've seen those. Yep, during the
Mm,
summer, you get like the mint chocolate during Christmas, or like hot cocoa flavored.
perfect.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
why
good
not? Go to
stuff.
town. You could do a Mexican hot chocolate, right? A little bit of spice
Ooh,
to it.
yeah, that sounds
Yeah,
good. That sounds
you
good.
know what? It's almost like you could take like a cupcake, cut off the top, and that is your top of your whoopie pie, and then you have that middle
Yeah.
frost, the middle bit that you can just go to town with and do something else with it, if you wanted to. It
Yeah. Yep.
was like the
Yep.
Seinfeld episode, was it Top of the Muffin, where they cut off the muffin tops, and
Yes.
the homeless people were mad because they were throwing all the bottoms away. They're like, "You're gonna give us the bottoms?" Oh, it's bunt cakes here. We have, do you guys have like nothing bunt cake where you're at?
We have bunt cakes. They're not as
Okay.
popular. I don't see them often, but we do have them. Yeah, we do
Okay.
have
So
them.
they have a chain of bakeries called Nothing Bunt Cake. So nothing but cake. And they have mini bunt cakes, and they're delicious. They're so good, like carrot cake with all that cream cheese frosting. It's just right in the wheelhouse. So there we go.
Yeah. And then probably it's definitely well, I live in New Hampshire, but I'm originally a Mainer, and I live right on the Maine border. But probably one thing that's definitely like a Maine thing only is I'll put the link in the comment section here. Is Maine does potato candy. So they make chocolate and fillings out of potato, and it's I know it sounds it sounds horrible, but maybe I can't put it. For some reason I can't.
Oh, private chat, probably.
Private chat. There we go.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh, it's not gonna do the link though. Oh,
that's okay. I can look it up.
Yeah, just do Maine Needhams Company, and it'll come up. It's it's a type of potato. I don't even know how to explain it.
It's just like you would tell kids, like, "Hey, we're gonna have what is it? The first Europeans, they use like rutabagas or something for their pumpkins. They carve out a rutabaga. Like, how did you or a turnip? It's like, how did you do that? Okay, I found the company. It does not look like potatoes though. But Clint, you tell me if I'm missing something or what's going on with this.
I'm looking into it too, because I actually just found out about it like a couple years ago. I went to a store and it was just like, hey, Maine's iconic potato candy. And I was like, what? Apparently it started like 150. But okay. Apparently it started like 150 years ago. I'm trying to see if I can
Should I just look like About Us? Like, how is it a potato?
Yeah. There's milk in the chocolate. I'm trying to see.
Well, they're showing chunks of potatoes, and I'm like, where does the potato come in? Is that like is that like hash browns inside the chocolate?
It's like it's weird, but it's almost like a coconut texture, and they make the potato like a sweet, not tasting like a sweet potato.
Because when I look at this, I think that's coconut. But if you're telling me it's actually potato, that's weird. But I'm like, you know what?
It's weird, but it's good.
I've heard of crazier things. I mean, we eat snails. Humans eat snails.
This is very true.
Eat potatoes?
This is very true.
I need to see how this is made, Clint. So get me more information on this potato candy. It sounds like it's something that the people did during like the Great Depression or something.
Right.
It's like,
yeah.
Like something Grandpa Simpson would have said. Well, we made candy out of rutabagas because it was the thing at the time. So,
man,
yeah,
that's definitely a New England thing there. Well, I should say a Maine thing for sure.
Well, everybody has their regional weird things. You're like, it's a thing.
That's true.
Enjoy. That's true. We love it.
That's true.
We're special.
Somebody down south was telling me that they were making a peanut butter and cream cheese sandwich the other day, and I was like, what?
They also do green boiled peanuts down south. They do some weird stuff. It's like mushy peas. I mean, but they're also like you eat them like a snack.
I'm all set. They were like, yeah, it's really good. And I was like, I don't know.
It's like people tell you like mushrooms, man. It's like great, awesome. I've seen what mushrooms do.
I'm not a mushroom fan.
I've seen what mushrooms do. We've seen The Last of Us. Fungi, they're not.
I don't want
no
part of that.
No. Well, I'll lighten it up with a little, probably more. A little bit of broader, but regional too. So I was very excited because X-Men 97 is back. I'll talk about that in a little second. But we're getting like this adults like kids meal thing going on with McDonald's, all these other places. And what's making me laugh or have fun is the fact that now we are getting adult Happy Meals, which I love to pieces.
I'm so happy about it. I love it.
And I'm just gonna find the image here. So essentially, they're doing Dave's Hot Chicken X-Man meal. So for X-Men 97,
I love Dave's too.
It's got I've never been to it, so it's like a really weird like aesthetic. There's a rubber chicken guy, and they have slushies, but you put Pop Rocks in it. Very pricey. Like my meal didn't include a drink. I'm like, wait, it doesn't even include a drink? I gotta pay $2 for a soda. I guess
that's the biggest downfall.
Yeah. But it's got like the sleeve that makes it look like a meal in their packaging, and they included like 1 of 10 like toys, of course. So I got Wolverine, who looks like he's from the Age of Apocalypse, or where he got his adamantium sucked out by Magneto, so he's got the bone claws. it's kind of a mix up matchup thing of it. It's kind of cool. But yeah, there's the meal. It's got a slider, your pickles, which I love to pieces. I guess I'm the only person on the planet that likes pickles. And the fries are pretty good. They're seasoned. I'm assuming though, if I asked for more sauce, I'd get charged $18 for it. But really good, really great. The only problem I had, I like the music in the place. It's kind of cool. But man, I think the most annoying group of people in the world are like 16-year-old boys who just got a driver's license and can just go places and be dumb.
Yeah. Yep.
They ruin things for everybody, Clint. They're loud,
They just
obnoxious.
They gotta be loud. Yep.
They think they're funny.
I guess we're in that age. We're talking about like my wrist was hurting and stuff. It's just like, loud teenagers are annoying now. To be fair, I found them annoying when I was a teenager as well. But
true, yes, I was not that idiot. I was not
exactly
the doofus. I was not the of course. Then I was kind of I'm assuming everybody felt the same way. Todd is not annoying. He's perfect. He's perfect. I was also told I was 40 years old when I was 18. So we are probably not the demographic for that. But yeah, very cool, very fun.
Soul, that's all.
Yes, exactly. I was like with my mom. I'd want to hang out with adults and talk about like 401k and what happened in Dynasty this week. Like the cool kids, Clint. Yeah, exactly. So yeah, that was fun. I enjoyed that quite a bit. You and I both kind of love these like goofy, like, someone's got a meal.
I'm such a fan for it, and
I'm
love
a
how
sucker.
It's like catching on. Like a couple years ago, it was like every now and then, and now it seems like it's constant. Like somebody has some type of meal going on, and I'm for it. I love it.
You know what we're missing, Clint? Those collectible glasses, though. Not plastic cups. I'm talking glasses.
The actual glasses,
like Batman Forever, those mugs that were like really thick, probably indestructible.
Oh yeah,
all sorts of.
I have the I think it was from Burger King, the Lord of the Ring goblets from.
Oh, I have one where you put the light.
I still have. Yep, I've got all. I
don't
have
the light.
Up,
I don't know what happened. Gandalf is not happy because his flagon of mead does not light up. But the last thing is I want to talk about something I actually did. So I got a new grill this year. So it's a small Cuisinart grill, which is really cool, but it's like a pizza oven, has a griddle, and also has a grill, and it's gas. It's really portable, really cool. Works for me because I had a previous grill that I just didn't use it a lot, and it was big, and so this is working perfect for me. So because of that, I decided, what are we gonna do? It's Minnesota, Clint. Have you heard of a Juicy Lucy?
I haven't.
Okay,
but I'm excited.
So Juicy Lucy is a Minnesota thing that I think is going to get bigger as it goes. But there's a bar in Minneapolis called Matt's Bar that makes these things called Juicy Lucy's. It is basically a cheese-filled burger. So basically, you put whatever cheese you want, and it cooks up and becomes molten liquid cheese.
Yes. Okay.
Very careful how you cook
recipes online, but I've never had it personally, and I don't think I've ever been to a place that's actually cooked them like that.
So because of that, I said I'm gonna do a Juicy Lucy. So we all got different cheese. So I got pepper jack, my son got Colby Jack, and then my wife got cheddar. And then I also grilled some pineapple, some onions on the grill. My son made he made caramelized onions that like this kid is like a pro at it. I said though, his only sin was he didn't make enough. It's like I'm like, dude, what are you doing? He's 20 years old. But I appreciate that he was like, yes, Dad, I'm gonna do this. Like, great. So that is what it looked like on the grill. But this is actually me filming it as I was making. Look at all this, I'm doing Burger King proud with my flame broiled. That's when you can tell you've got a lot of just oil and stuff coming off that thing to heat it up. It was wonderful. Had a good time.
Nice.
Hanging out with my buddy Rufus, my dog, and we had a great time making that.
That's awesome.
We got potato salad. We got all the stuff. The family wanted Kewpie mayo on theirs. I said, give me more other things, and we had a great time. Pretzel buns.
Nice.
Kidding me?
Hell yeah.
Delicious.
Good choice with the pretzel bun. I like it.
And we had burgers left over. And my son took those home. My dog got one on his own accord. So good job, Rufus. You bagged it worked out.
Now you said the grill you have here, is there like a griddle that you set on the top to make it into like a pizza?
It's pretty cool. Or? So you can swap out the regular grill, put a griddle top in. So you just place out, and then on top, essentially it's got a space to put a pizza stone in, in the
Oh,
top, and
okay.
maybe I can find a picture of it. This was like my work anniversary gift for 20 years.
Oh,
And it
really?
was like, yeah, and so I'm like, oh,
That's cool.
and it's like I could either do it through there or buy it. I'm like, I'll do this. So it's great. It's Cuisinart's I'm a big fan of the brand. I've had really
Yeah.
enjoyed their stuff, and I didn't need a big grill, and it makes it really easy. Let's see if I can find a picture of it, what it looks like. Probably can,
I'm a
hopefully.
big fan of all those like grills and one. Like I have a Blackstone, but it also has air fryer underneath it, like a
Oh
Blackstone
yeah,
griddle, and then it has air fry. Give me one place to work so I don't have to make a huge mess everywhere.
yeah. Okay, so here it is. I'll share the picture of it. So this is it. So it's a 3-in-1. So basically, the
Right?
way it looks is. If I can find a picture. So basically, there it
It's
is.
cool.
There's all your things, and it stores like the pizza stone, the grill, the griddle,
Yep.
and then you just toss it out. So there's your grill and griddle, and then when you do that, then you can do the pizza stone up on top, and it works, and
Nice.
it gets super hot.
That's pretty cool.
So it tells you it has the pizza setting right on the thing. It's like pizza, and it's like great, really easy to tell the heat, and I love
That's
it. It's
awesome.
great. It's small. Can move it away when you're done. So there you go.
That's
Perfect.
awesome.
And
I
I got a
like it.
little a table that I can fold up, put
Yep.
away for the end of the year. So it works for me. Anybody that wants
Sweet.
like those big grills that are crazy, I'm like, awesome. But Minnesota weather, man, when it's wet and cold, you're moving everything around.
Yeah.
Perfect
Yep.
for me. Yeah, love to pieces.
That's
And
awesome.
you know what? Find somebody who smokes meat. Don't own a smoker.
I feel attacked.
So we pivot from feeding our stomach to feeding our eyes, Clint.
Mm.
Let's hit on the common things that we watched, and then we can go back and forth. So, looks like we both watched Supergirl.
Yep. I went
Um,
saw it yesterday.
so what do you think? I mean, it's fresh in your mind. I want to hear your opinion first about this film.
So I didn't. I'm not gonna go out there and say I'm the biggest DC fan. I know the characters and stuff, but I don't know the lore super well. I didn't read the comic that this is based on. So my opinion may differ than most, but I thought it was. Um, I thought it was just a good movie. It wasn't bad. It wasn't great. I will say I think it's getting way more hate than it deserves. Maybe that's like I said, maybe because I haven't read the comic or anything. It seems like Millie is getting a lot of hate, but I thought she was perfect for it. Like the movie
Yeah,
itself wasn't phenomenal to me, but I thought her acting in it and her character with it was very well done. I thought she was great. Yeah, it was a very good popcorn movie. I don't regret going to see it at all in the theater. Some people were complaining about the music choices. I thought the music choices were
really?
fine. Yeah,
Okay.
a lot of people were, from what I heard, they weren't happy with the cover of Flagpole Sitta by Harvey Danger, and I was like, it's a cover, it's fine, and it was done fine. I don't, I think people. I think we had talked about this when we were picking our movies that people were going to hate on
Hmm.
this movie because it's a female led movie, and it really does seem to be that way, and it's terrible because it's not a bad movie at all. And but yeah, I had a good time with it, and I'm glad that Millie did it. I think it's good for her going forward. I would love to see her in more as Supergirl. Um, yeah, people saying that Sydney Sweeney should have been Supergirl, and I'm like, no. Like, I
Whoa.
like Sydney
I know
Sweeney.
who
She
Cindy
does not
Sweeney
fit,
should be if she's in DC, because, well, but I mean,
but yeah, to me, she doesn't fit as all as Supergirl. At least this type of character. I thought, I thought Millie knocked it out of the park. So, yeah, not a bad movie, not fantastic, but DC's trying to, definitely get back in the game, and I'm all for it.
yeah, I mean, if anybody has a history of Supergirl, she's an interesting character, even like within DC. It's like, who even is she?
Right.
And it's been hard. I mean, the first time we saw Supergirl, I would say for most people was that Helen. What was her last name? There was a movie in the 80s, and not good, weird.
Oh,
Um, she played a character within Smallville as well.
was it Faye?
Um,
No, Helen Slater.
yes, Helen Slater.
Yeah.
Fun movie. I mean, I remember going to see it. A fun story
Oh,
about
she's
this. I
right
was
there.
going to go see this movie in the theater. It was like apparently the showing was canceled or something. So my parents begrudgingly took my sister and I to see Beverly Hills Cop instead. So
Nice.
Todd was still happy regardless because he saw
Right.
certain things.
It was a win either way.
But yeah, not a good film. And then from
Right.
there, we got the Smallville version, which was cool. I enjoyed that version. Then we get the Sasha Kaye version in the Flash movie, which nobody cared for.
Yeah.
Then we got Laura Vandervoort in Smallville, and then Melissa Benoist in Supergirl. I would say there's not like been a great iconic Supergirl ever
Yeah.
in media,
Yeah.
which is a shame because she has such a weird like history. She is a different character than Kal-El.
Yep.
She came from Krypton, experienced Krypton, and essentially came later in this movie. She came later than Clark did. So she was in her, I'd say probably 15 when she arrived, maybe 16 when she arrived on Earth, maybe
Yeah.
17. Trying to remember.
I would say
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, but I like the origin because it was a little bit different because we didn't expect anyone else at
Yeah, I
Krypton to
thought the
survive.
origin was cool, especially when it like shows, Superman going away real quickly in it, and then you get, the after story, so to speak. I thought that was really cool. Yeah.
Yeah, so I think so she's I think people were worried, oh my god, she's not bright and shiny like our Superman we got in the last film. And they do a good job. Like Clark's like, oh, just I've had a great life. I didn't know Krypton didn't mean really much to me. I know that's where my parents are from, but I grew up with a good family and we were pretty happy. And
Right.
and he doesn't know that she has experienced basically lost everything. So I get it. And I think people are nervous,
Yeah.
like, are we going to go back to the grim and gritty DC? And that's and I get it. She's going through some things like any of us would.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I think her charm was that she was trying not to be edgy and gritty. She was trying to help position this girl. She was just like, I'm in kind of a crappy mood and I'm trying to get through my stuff and I'm still working on it.
Yeah. It's
So-
kind of like, that almost like that teenage angst, but I thought they did it well. Like,
Yeah.
I think they did it well. It wasn't like over the top of like, oh God, get over it type of thing. No, I thought it was just, she's just getting away. And I thought that was
yeah. And then what it's based on is the Supergirl Woman of Tomorrow. I mean, it's a series that you can't adapt the whole thing. It's too weird in certain instances.
okay.
You're not going to have Comet the Super Horse show up. You're not going to have all these weird things showing up. You're not going to have her just stop at a world and talk about like, oh, there's genocide going on in this world. There's a lot of side stories within this story that's a bigger picture that you don't want to cover those. You'd have 2 hours.
Right.
And Lobo wasn't even in the story, but I like that they added him in. It kind of felt like it added an era of like Lobo's kind of just fun. He's a fun character.
Lobo was
goofy.
great. That was a good
Yeah.
character. Yeah, I would love to see more Lobo.
I think they did enough, and obviously the end of this movie, I don't want to give things away, but they're like, did she completely like unredeem herself? I'm like, no, she sacrificed, I would say,
Right.
her redemption arc in a certain way so someone else would not have to go down a
Yeah.
path of revenge. So I'm like, I get it. It's not like the same thing as Superman killing Zod, but like I always felt like
Right.
that movie, like, well, what's he gonna do? He doesn't have a prison for Zod. So it's a tough land. I like the music, I like what they did, I like the
Yeah.
action, I like the story. But yeah, I get it. It didn't land everywhere for everybody. A lot of drama. Wasn't that pick me up? I think people are worried like, oh, they're gonna go back down to that deep dark hole that the Snyderverse added. So I'm like,
And yeah, I hear people say that, and it's like, yes, when I say I didn't think it was a great movie, it was still a good movie, and it's still better than most of the DC stuff we're getting. It just wasn't like a phenomenal, Marvel tier movie. It was just, it was good. So yeah, I
think a lot of people
just doom and gloom about it.
Yeah, I think a lot of people are saying like it's probably not the time to introduce a very minor C-level character. But what did Marvel do? They brought in Iron Man, who was a C-level character, and they made him. I mean, he emerged as a character people loved. So,
yep.
I don't know. I don't know. And she was introduced at the end, and like, hey, we're gonna tell more of her story. So,
yeah,
Crypto was still fun, still good.
Yep, definitely.
The villain I thought was kind of cool because he's just like a a bad dude.
Yeah,
He
he's just
didn't have
yep, just a
has no
bad space
redeeming
guy.
characteristics. Yeah, I mean, it's fun.
Yeah,
Yeah, so I get it. I just hope people can discover this film later, maybe it becomes a cult hit,
same.
but, I get it. It's not for everybody. I totally get it. I think we are just the fact we are over any superhero now that is not high tier, high stakes.
Yeah,
I think TV is probably the better place for them. That's why I'm so glad Lanterns is gonna be on TV than on the movie
yes,
screen
yeah.
because I feel like that could be ravaged once
I think
again.
that's I
So,
think that's a better
yeah.
choice. Sure. Not to interrupt, but when is Lanterns? That is this
Uh,
year, right?
August. It's gonna be August. Yep. So
August.
it's coming
Nice,
out.
nice. I am
Yeah.
excited for that.
I am too. I love Green Lantern. It's one of my favorite characters, and I just feel like he has not been done right.
Right.
Many years on the screen. Although we got great versions in cartoons with Jon
Mm,
Stewart and also Kyle Rayner on that one cartoon series we got on DC. So I hope it can go well and they can add layers of cool areas. But I do worry that James Gunn may not be given as much time to
mm.
have a failure. But I hope Clayface is a surprise hit. I do.
Yeah, I had forgotten about Clayface, and then when I was in the theater to see this, I was walking out and I saw the poster, and I was like, "Oh yeah, Clayface!" And the trailer for that looked fantastic too. So
And apparently, we're finally getting the Batman film, so, in
oh yeah,
2027, right? So,
oh, I
and we're
can't wait
getting
already for that.
yeah, I do too, and I definitely need to see that film again because I that was one of the worst movie-going experiences of my life because I saw it in the
Oh,
worst theaters in the world. But
there's
my buddies
nothing.
and I so we snuck in beers to this horrible theater. COVID was kinda like we're finally able to just see movies
Right,
together.
right.
And we were just packed in like sardines. I'm like, why did we do this? We should have gone to a good theater. But I will probably need to see that again. I'm not a multiple I mean,
Such a
this is
good
kind of like funny
movie.
we talk about the Discord. I'm not a multiple movie watcher, but I do
Yep.
rewatch movies when it's like, oh, I don't remember everything. So it's a good
Right.
refresher. So
Yep.
yeah. All right. So let's go into a movie I saw that you also saw, Disclosure Day. Saw it.
Yeah.
Um, this is a unique movie because I feel like this is like Stephen King finding that interesting medium between E.T., uh, you know, uh, some more of his heavier duty projects, and then Close Encounters of the Third Kind,
Yeah.
because I thought the actors were amazing.
Yep.
Although it's funny because someone said like Coleman Domingo is playing a stereotypical role that they give to African Americans, which I don't agree with. I think he was
Yeah.
amazing in the role, and he added that
Yeah.
gravitas that he does. Considering I'm seeing him in the Four Seasons show, which if you have not seen Clint, it's
I've heard
hilarious.
of it. I have not seen it yet though.
Comedy on Netflix with Tina Fey, Will Forte,
Yes. Yeah.
couples that meet every year or so. Coleman
Yeah.
Domingo is part of this gay
It's
couple.
on
They're
my list.
absolutely
So
hilarious. It's so good. And to see him do this role is just
good to
more
know.
like gravitas, and also seeing him in Running Man last year, where he's like, it's
Yep.
great to see him in all these cool roles. He's a good
Yeah.
actor. But to see him play a kind of a character that I think people are discounting, which is sad. But
Yeah. I
man,
thought his
I
character
enjoyed
was
this
great.
movie. Yeah, I enjoyed this movie quite a bit. It delved into wow, where's this gonna go? Where are the themes going? It's like a spy film almost. Like it's like
Mm.
but it also gave me elements of like ET, where it's like, oh, there's a race and what we're gonna do, and there's magic.
Yeah.
So in some instances, when there's certain elements, I'm like, oh, so this movie's a little bit of everything, and it just kind of felt
It
like,
is. Yeah.
and the thing that really impacted me in this movie is where they talked so much about empathy and
Hmm.
our ability, and that's where like they felt like humans, that's our greatest strength, and we're losing that. I'm like, man, I
Yep.
felt that like a gut punch right there because I'm
There
like,
was definitely
absolutely,
like that underlining meaning to it for sure. Yeah.
yeah. So I know Steven Spielberg has such a era of dealing with those different elements with science fiction. I don't know how many more movies he will get to do with
Mm.
aliens or science fiction. But I'm happy he made this, but yeah, it didn't make the like impact that I think a lot of people are expecting with Stephen King
Yeah.
I keep saying Steven
You
Spielberg.
got this. You got
Too
this.
many Stevens. Steven with
There
a
is.
V, Steven with a P. Yeah. Um, so do you feel like this was worth his time? Because I hate to say it, it's almost like if a director only has 5 movies left, he's like, is this where you want to see him play? But I'm like,
That's a
I don't
good way
know.
to put it. That is a good way to put it. If he only has 5 movies left, was this worth it? In that answer, I would probably say no, just because he has put out such amazing top tier movies that will be forever talked about. But I feel like this one will be forgotten about pretty quickly. It was just another like good movie for me. There was a good message in there. But I can't remember who I was talking to, but they were like, if Steven Spielberg wasn't all over this film as director, if it wasn't, shown so much that Steven Spielberg did it, would this movie have even been like notably made any money in the theaters? And it's like, probably not. Would it be even reviewed as well if it wasn't Steven Spielberg? And it's like, probably not. So I was kind of looking at it in that way too. But yeah, it was good. But I like how you put that, as if he had like 5 movies left, I wouldn't want this. I would want another Jurassic Park. I would want another, Schindler's List, or Saving Private Ryan, something like that. But I'm still glad he got to do it, because I think it was important to him with that empathy message, and trying to reach out to humankind, saying like, hey, we need empathy for everything and everyone. So I think it was an important project for him. But yeah, I want to see old Steven Spielberg films more.
Yeah.
Or younger Steven Spielberg.
You got great performances of the actors. I mean, Emily Blunt.
Yeah.
Who's the actor? Who's the main male lead?
Josh O'Connor.
Okay.
I think that's his name.
I obviously he was outacted by Emily Blunt. She was amazing.
Yeah, Emily Blunt's
national
always
treasure.
phenomenal. Yeah.
I always wonder, I'm like, why wasn't she ever in the MCU or other movies? Because I felt like, I know she was originally considered for Black Widow. I'm like,
oh, that would have worked.
Yeah.
Yeah, Josh O'Connor played him. Great times.
Colin Firth, great bad guy. I love that too. Yeah.
right. Yeah. Yeah, I did like that whole aspect of how they were being able to go into other people's minds, and you were able to see them even though they were far away. It was definitely a good story. It just wasn't executed very well, I guess. And there were a couple scenes in there that kind of took me out with, I can't remember what the agency's called, but they like surround him at the house and he's out walking or whatever, and he comes up behind him.
Oh God, that part, I'm like, what is he even doing? Why is he going
like 50
towards
agents
them?
And they're all just like looking forward, and he's just like walking near them, and I'm like, oh my God, come on, this is like would never happen type of deal. But there was a few moments like that took me out of the movie, and I think that's where I went, this isn't Steven Spielberg at his height. Like, he would never have let this happen back in the day type of thing. As
I said, it reminded me of E.T. in some ways, because I felt like, oh, this is like kids trying to do this to escape the agents versus a guy. It's like, ooh, bad decision. I will say there's one discussion point of those nuns that were involved, and I did that viewpoint.
That was good. I did like that.
A question of faith and having alien life, basically completely having people abandon their faith. And I think I love the way the one nun, who I know she's an actress, I probably should know, but I just appreciated their discussion. And I'm like, okay.
I thought that was really well done too. Yeah, I thought it was really well done to, the way I think she said, if God created life on Earth, of course he created life somewhere else too, type of thing, or where I can't remember exactly how it was said, but I thought it was really done well. It wasn't like pushing the narrative over the top or anything. It was just a good way to put it. So that part was definitely very strong for the movie for sure. I did like that.
Yeah, because I feel like sometimes religion is thrown out with, or faith is thrown out, with the bathwater. It's like, I think this is just saying faith can grow. And your understanding of it can grow, which I really appreciate, because sometimes I'm like, let's not alienate everybody. Let's try to make sure that maybe we're trying to incorporate different views of faith. Yeah.
Yep.
So, wow, I got a little bit that movie. I would, if anything, it made me feel like maybe there's hope. Maybe there's hope, but it's going to take a lot of maybe car chases and alien intervention. Oh boy. Tell me about your status on House of the Dragons.
So this also has Millie in it from Supergirl, or the first season does. Season 3 just started. I think it's on episode 3 tonight. So I had watched season 1 ages ago. Couldn't remember it at all. I watched a couple episodes of season 2 and it just didn't stick with me at all. So I was like, I saw the review for the first and second episode of season 3, House of Dragons, and it's getting like 10s, 9s, just very, very highly praised. So I was like, oh man. I was like, so I just started rewatching the whole thing. And season 1, I really enjoyed season 1. I thought season 1 was really done well. Like I said, season 2, for some reason, when I was watching it, it wasn't sticking with me at all, and I just kind of fell off of it. This time around, I don't know if it's because I'm excited to get to season 3, but I'm liking season 2 a lot more. But yeah, if you're a Game of Thrones universe fan, I would say definitely try it out. Season 1's great. Season 2 isn't reviewed as well, but I'm enjoying it, and season 3 looks like it's off to an amazing start.
So where are you at?
I am I'm in season 2, episode 5, and I think there's 10 episodes per season. So, yeah.
Okay.
So I'm almost
Have you
there,
watched,
so I can start watching season 3.
Have you watched the what was it? The Night?
The Night of the Seven Kingdoms or whatever. I think I loved it. Loved it.
Okay.
So good. So good.
That series gives me hope that Game of Thrones can be more than just
it's
a lot of what Game of Thrones has been.
Exactly what that series or that that whole universe needed. It was kind of like a weird way to put it. It was kind of like the oh my god, now just literally drawing a blank. Oh no. I'll have to come back to it. But yeah, it's exactly what the Game of Universe needed. It's still action and story, but it's got that lightheartedness and comedy to it as well. So it's just a really good offshoot, and I'm super excited for season 2 of that. And it's already been like halfway filmed, so we don't have to wait 3 years for it. It's coming out next year. Yeah.
Oh, it gets to be frustrating because I think a lot of shows have a lot of things ultimately in our genre, because it's like seasons go multiple years without something. It's like, well, you're going to lose audience, you're going to lose momentum. So I'm glad they're doing that. It's not like we have COVID anymore as an excuse. It just becomes like people are going to do projects, or
right.
So I think the previous series, I think it understood its budget where it had to hit, so that's why it was quicker. There wasn't like magic and like big scenery. Yeah. There was just a very constrained place. With House of the Dragons season 2, I felt like it's like we just wanted to get to that place of like, we know where this is going,
right?
And I get it. Yeah. There's going to be treachery and all these horrible things, but let's get there. So
it seems like you're saying with season 2, it seemed like, there's usually like an episode or 2 where it sets up everything. It seemed like so far, it seems like season 2 was like an entire season to set up. I was like, okay, it's a bit much.
Yeah. Because season 3 has had a lot of stuff right away. And I'm like, are they just blowing their load? I mean, sorry, folks. Yeah. Right away. And maybe they aren't. They're like, no, this is how it's going to be paced going forward, which is great.
I love
this is only supposed to go like 5 seasons. Maybe, or 4 seasons.
Yeah, I know it's definitely season 4 was greenlit, so I know it's definitely that. So
we just hope it's not drawn out like Game of Thrones kind of was, where it was like, oh, I mean, I get it. I don't want to rehash Game of Thrones, because when you run out of source material and George won't write it anymore,
look what happened?
Good luck. Good luck. Here's an outline. All those great moments in his dialogue that's in that outline.
Yeah.
And then he can just say, well, I would have done it different. I'm like, thanks, George.
Yeah, thanks for that.
Great for the help, because I see you're writing a lot more, right? Where are we going? 10 years now and still no next book?
Someday. I'm going to have to reread the series whenever that book comes out, because I can't remember the books now.
Can we clone George at this point? Because we might have to.
I don't know. And I think,
but do you want to clone like an 85-year-old George R. R. Martin? Is there a way to clone like a younger version of him?
Probably not. And I think the way he's got it too is that when he dies, which could be any minute now, like it's not his series like his books. I think he has it written that no one can like finish his book or whatever. Like if he dies, you're done. It's like it's gone. It's not like the Dune series got carried on by his son or whatever. It's like it's done. I'm like, God, can you just get that
We
book
need to
out,
find like a George R. R.
please?
Martin like love child, and like he gets the rights. It's like we're doing everything.
Something,
We found like
please.
5 pages. We're gonna have like 18 new series of those 5 pages. Let's go, George. George, hopefully you had some sexy time. Hopefully it wasn't just in your books, but you had some of that is based on your life. Maybe.
Oh God.
We shall see. Well, I'm curious to see where it goes, but I will say House of Dragons season 3 is marked by just children making really bad decisions.
Yeah,
Really bad
it
decisions.
seems that way from what
Oh my
I've
God.
seen by reviews and stuff.
Oh my goodness. And then really quickly, X-Men 97 season 2 dropped. We got the first 3 episodes, and
Nice.
it's getting mixed reviews at this point. I feel like the
Oh,
animation has been a mixed bag. Some episodes are great, some episodes it's like
interesting. Because the
I
first
feel like
season was well reviewed, right?
exactly. And so
Yeah.
I feel like a lot of people are like, where's this going? Because I feel like it's that where the last season ended, like the team was divided through time, different spaces, kind of cool, hitting on some elements of X-Men lore, which I thought
Yeah.
was fun, like the Ascani's son, which is line of basically that's where Cyclops and Jean Grey went to actually meet up with Nathan Dayspring, as his name was. It was kind of like this weird story where basically it was just like he was sent to the future to basically be the savior to take down Apocalypse in the future, and done pretty well though. But then you got like to the second episode, which was another era of like displaced mutants, and the animation quality just looked like it went downhill. Like you can almost see it like in their faces. And then episode 3 animation quality far higher. And once again, it's going in a this is like my era, so I know all these pieces where it's kind of like showing like the origin of Apocalypse, which is kind of cool, but making you feel weird that it's like, okay, is this where we're gonna go? So I mean, but it's once again, the team is divided, they're not together, they're not in modern times, and every time I hear someone say we have to go do this because we need to get the X-Men back to the 90s. It's like I just laughed when I hear that. I'm like, it sounds like a bad like plot twist of something. So back to the 90s. So, but I'm enjoying it. It's really good, really fun. We know we're getting a season 3. So, as an X-Men diehard and all these comics that are getting adapted, I'm so happy. Age of Apocalypse is kind of like my wheelhouse. I hope they kind of hit on that, and then maybe some other storylines too. But yeah, and we'll see where we land. So games you played, Clint. Anything you want to talk about?
It's been kind of slow for me the past like week and a half, just because at work I'm training somebody and it's taking a lot
It's
of
not
my
going
time.
well. I can tell. I've heard some
I am not
things.
happy. I'm not happy about it. But and then I have to train this person again for another week. But so I've been putting in longer days. So with the heat, I get home. By the time I eat and shower, I'm tired. And then I also get in this mood, and it happens all the time. If there's a game coming out soon, like in a week or a week and a half or so, I only want to play that game. So I can't get like into a game because I'm thinking about that next game, which is Black Flag next week. So I haven't really played too much. I bounced back into Star Wars Outlaws. I haven't played it since they've had a few patches. I am enjoying that much better.
I heard it's been much improved because I think one of the issues
so much
people
better.
had.
Yeah,
because
it's so much better.
I played a little bit at first, but I don't like stealth, and I felt like they have done things to improve, like not having to be in stealth.
Yes, yeah. If there was a few missions right at the beginning of Outlaws, like if you were seen, it's like game over. You have to restart.
Who really enjoys that, except for like the hardcore nerds, and that's not a that's not.
I don't mind stealth.
Game.
Even I like stealth, and I still thought that was like, okay, this is a bit much for this type of game. It's not a Metal Gear Solid, so I thought it was a bit much. So that's out the window. You can carry more weapons now. So like combat actually feels a bit better since you have like multiple weapons instead of just your pistol. And just quality of life features have been added too. So I have been getting back into that, and I am like really enjoying that one. And then I just recently hopped back into Battlefield 6 because their new season, well, it's halfway through, but been playing that a lot lately too, just to pass the time.
with Battlefield 6, is that coming to EA Play eventually?
Usually it's a year for new Battlefields.
It's been pretty close, right? Is that like October or September?
It was
because I want to try it again, but I'm
before,
like, I'm not gonna.
it was right before
for it.
Arc Raiders, and I think it was September or October.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, around there. So it should be coming to EA Play, or part of Game Pass, because it's part of EA Play as well. I would say probably this fall sometime.
Okay.
But yeah, that's on season 3, and this last season they just updated a bunch of weapon tuning and stuff like that. Snipers aren't as crazy as they used to be, so that's nice. It's added some maps, some new features, more quality of life stuff. So definitely getting back into that. I'm a huge Battlefield fan ever since the first one. I usually put hundreds, if not thousands, of hours into each one. So not so much this one, just because there's too many games out. So we'll be playing them.
That's what I was wondering about, because I know Battlefield had a great year last year, and against a very mediocre Call of Duty last year. I'm just wondering. I'm like, I know they don't have the resources to make a Battlefield every year, so I'm just wondering, like, do they have to have one next year?
A seasons thing, and they've been adding maps, like a small drip. So like every season is like 2 maps, one new one and one redone old one. And the next, this one doesn't have any naval warfare, but the next patch or next season is including naval warfare and maps from the original 1942. And I guess they're redoing the water physics in it. So if you have like a large boat and like a small like rubber raft or whatever is next to you, while you speed past, the waves can actually sink that small boat. So that sounds like it could be interesting. So yeah, it sounds like fun. And that's going to be season 4. And I think that's out in about a month. They'll probably launch it around the year anniversary, probably. So.
Very cool. I will give it a try, maybe. I mean, like you said, there's too many games, so probably not. But I have aspirations. I played the beta when it was free, so we'll see how it goes. Yeah. So moving on to the wild card, because I hopefully will be able to finally get into new games. I'm just wrapping up First Light, James Bond, great, but I'm like on the final countdown. So Star Fox or Lego Batman will be the game I play next. From there, from a perspective of how I will be playing a lot of my games, I upgraded from 2 32-inch individual monitors with our game arm or with monitor arms to a 49-inch ultra wide QD OLED MSI display. It's 144 hertz, so it's not the 240, but I don't have the horsepower to do anything probably beyond 120 or 100. So I'm like, I'm not worried.
That like,
well,
even with the horsepower, you don't need it. I mean, you don't, whatever.
Nobody agrees to that, Clint. They all say, "Oh, you need whatever." Yeah, it's like, oh yeah,
I know, but
yeah. Well, remember when TVs used to be the costly part?
Yeah,
it's like, oh, I want to upgrade to get my better TV, and now it's like, oh, you can get a 65-inch TV for $39.
Are just crazy, yeah.
Oh yeah,
even like a good OLED is way cheaper than it used to be. And it's still expensive, but not as like crazy as it used to be.
Yeah. So this is what I used to have. So it's a little bit clunky. Everything didn't line up great. Not awesome. Yeah. So that was my original TV. And let's see if I can find my new picture. Nope, not that.
Back to the food.
Nope, not that. Oh, it's here somewhere. Maybe I don't have it. Well, whatever. It's not there. But I got my new TV. So basically it's really nice. Looks really well. I'm still working through some of the kinks between what's the best setting, where it works, but it's great. And I also have to use it for my work monitor as well when I'm at home, and the picture-in-picture works really well. So I'm really enjoying that. I got it for a great deal. Holy crap, $700 for this type of monitor. I'm like, how can I complain?
That's a bargain. Yeah.
Oh yeah,
that's a bargain.
I mean, the newer version was like $899, but I'm like, it was sold out, and like, okay, whatever. My only thing now is like, do I get like the 3-year warranty? Do I? I don't know. It's like when I don't, it'll break. When I do, it won't. So.
Right. Did it? I think MSI. Yeah, because mine's an MSI. Didn't it already? Does it come with like a 3-year?
Comes with that, but I was like, is it just for like
a panel?
Is it? Is it just like if like it gets burned in or something like that? But other people, like
it's just the burn in. So I don't think if it's if something breaks,
like I don't power think it's supply, right, or something like that. Right. Yeah.
But I don't think it covers that. But yeah, if there's burn in, I think it's a 3-year warranty.
Yes. Yeah, and it
which
has some
is
things to do that.
great to have.
My friend went through that with his 49-inch Samsung that the power supply broke, wasn't
Yep.
covered, and
Ugh.
it was like after 13 months, right? Of course.
Ugh,
So it's like,
of course.
like I don't want to be stuck with this, so I might do it. It's
Yep.
not a lot of money. I got through Micro Center, so I'll just probably do it. They give you 30 days to
Yep.
decide, so
Yep.
I'm there. So other than that, Clint, I just wanted to give you an update on our summer movie league.
Yes, I'm.
Are
Yeah.
you bracing yourself from how
It's
poorly we all
things
feel?
are all over the place. There's a couple things that surprised me. I mean, a lot of it surprised me, honestly.
Oh
But
yes.
yeah.
I mean, and I'm hearing like right now on Sundays, they typically tell you what's doing. We're hearing like that Minions is actually even underperforming, which is sad because that's kind of like one of those. Of course, it'll do well.
Right? Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. So at this point, it's going to be kind of crazy because I mean, we've got right now our top 10 is Toy Story 5, Obsession, Devil Wears Prada 2, Backrooms, Star Wars Mandalorian, Grogu, Scary Movie, Disclosure Day, Mortal Kombat 2, The Sheep Detectives, and Master of the Universe. I looked. The Sheep Detectives is already on Amazon Prime, which is just crazy.
Is it really?
Great movie. But
I've heard it's great. I do want to see
yes.
it. I do want to see it.
Yeah. So I mean, that movie's essentially done with its box office. So we'll see. There's a couple more movies, but I mean, even after Minions was one of the top 5, top movies I thought would be in the top 5. We've got 3 more that are going to be hits, I assume, but I could be wrong. But I think a lot of us will be sunk. But you know, Backrooms and Obsession. Clint, I think you have one of those in your top 10. A lot of people
I think so, but not that high. But it's
still
crazy to see Masters of the Universe at 10 with only 57 million. That sucks.
I think we're over that era of like very neat, like nostalgia. Which I will say this. I don't feel bad about it. I do feel bad for my childhood, but I feel like at this point,
right. Yeah.
You know what? I want fresh stories, new stories. So
yeah, I think most clearly with Obsession and Backroom where they've been hitting, that's what people want is fresh, really fresh stories.
And the legs are the biggest thing. I thought it was like, oh, these are just going to fall off the vine typically 1 week and they fall off like Scary Movie, but these other movies have had legs, which is great. Word of mouth.
Also, Scary Movie at 6th place is 100 million. Get out of here, Jesus!
Oh, don't. I mean, I don't even want to say that movie makes me feel like humanity has no hope.
I wasn't expecting much, but man,
it delivered well below that, right?
It did. It's been a long time since I've gone to a movie and was like, I'm sad I paid for this. It's been a long time.
Yeah, I should have walked out of that movie.
I'm
like, maybe it will redeem itself, right?
Yeah, that was a rough watch.
Yeah, it was. So next we move forward to next week. What are you looking forward to, Clint? That'll make your life better next week.
Black Flag. Super excited for Assassin's Creed Black Flag remaster. It's my favorite Assassin's Creed. I am ready and prepped for it. I don't drink often at all, but I did go out and I bought some of Captain Morgan's rum, and I'm going to be singing sea shanties in my
Gonna have a costume ready at the side. Yes,
right. Yeah,
yes.
I'm very excited for that one. Played the heck out of it back in the day. So yeah, very excited for this one. That's what I'm looking forward to.
I am excited to finally get into play either Lego Batman or Star Fox because I've been trying to get through James Bond. I love it. It's not like it's an impingement. It just I feel like I
gotta finish it.
So, it's all in. So I'm very excited for that to finish and then get into one of those games. Very excited about that. Although I found out that the Lego Batman on Switch 2 has an amazing collector's edition with a collectible minifig. So I'm like,
I did see that.
I may just have to say, you know what? I'll wait, send it back to GameFly, play Star Fox, and get because there's some games coming out this month too that I can eat on GameFly. So that's where I'm landing. So that is our best things this week, folks. If you enjoyed the show, let us know. If you want to come on the show and talk about what your best things were this week, let me know. So Clint, where can people find you if they want to follow you and hear more about Black Flag?
Anywhere. Just type in Spreading the Nerd on Instagram, BlueSky. Twitter, not so much, or X, I should say. But yeah, just type in Spreading the Nerd. You'll find us over at YouTube. We're live on Fridays on 7:30. And I don't think it's this week, but next week we actually have. I think it's going to be next week, depending on how scheduling arrives. But coming down the pipe, we actually have an interview with a tabletop con that's going on, and they actually reached out because they wanted to reach out to a local podcast, and they reached out to us, and so we'll be able to do an interview with the people that are putting on a tabletop con. So that's going to be super cool. I'm very excited for that. So that'll be coming in the next couple of weeks, hopefully.
Very, very cool. And by the way, Spreading the Nerd is not on digital media, so sorry.
Yeah, physical only. You have to go to Blockbuster and rent our videos, and
exactly. Yeah, we put it on, kickstart it, and we'll see if you get a copy. You might be getting the credits for there. Yeah. Okay. So thank you once again, Clint. This has been amazing as always.
Always a pleasure.
Always good
Love
time
being here.
But if you want to check in with me, I'm at Todd Oxtra at T Oxtra on BlueSky's Instagram. Also, I would say, but more importantly, is the things we do at the Fandom Foundry. I'm a one-man show at this point, but we're going to do more with my good buddy Sean Nias as we get into more fantasy sports this fall with fantasy football and things like that. Check us out at the Fandom Foundry on BlueSky's Instagram, on our Discord, on YouTube, on podcast services around the globe, and also check out our website. And you know what, folks? Hopefully you enjoy the show. Once again, check out Spreading the Nerd, check out at the Fandom Foundry. And if you're not having your best week, make next week's the best week ever. Thanks all. Have a good week. We'll talk later.
Thanks.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.